Continued bloodshed must be met with decisive action, not empty promises. Peter Obi. Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for tuning in and listening to this headline that we got your ears this morning. Our headline for this morning says that continued bloodshed must be met with decisive action, not empty promises. Peter Obi. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party LP in the February 2023 presidential election, Mr. Peter Obi, has reached to the killing of 5 soldiers in Abia State. Obi, who condemned the killing, noted via his X platform that continued brutality and bloodshed in our nation must be met with swift and decisive action, not empty words and hollow promises. He mourned the dead soldiers and the demand for true investigation to fish out the perpetrators of the heinous crime. His words, "I am appalled and saddened by the attack on our brave soldiers in Abia State yesterday, resulting in the death of 5 soldiers. This dastardly act remains condemnable as it is a stark reminder of the escalating insecurity and violence that has continued to plague our nation under our collective watch. My heart goes out in solidarity and sincere condolence to my dear brother, Dr. Alex Utiti, Governor of Abia State, and the good people of the state. More directly, my condolence to the families of the fallen heroes who have paid the ultimate price in service to our country. Their service will never be forgotten, and we owe it to them to demand accountability and justice. Our failure as a nation to protect our citizens and security personnel is clear is a clear dereliction of the duty and sign of deficiency of the Nigerian state. The continued brutality and bloodshed in our nation must be met with swift and decisive action, not empty words and hollow promises. I condemn this atrocity in strong terms and demand an intimate and true investigation into this crime in order to identify and punish the culprits. We must not stand idle by while our nation is torn apart by violence and fear. We will continue to push for a better future where our citizens and security forces are protected and valued. That is all we have for you concerning this headline, which says that killing of soldiers continued killing of soldiers, continued bloodshed must be met with decisive action, not empty promises, said by Peter Obi. Well, you heard it from me this morning because the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, in the 2020 election, Peter Obi, he reached to the killing of 5 soldiers in Abia State. And what did he say concerning that? Peter Obi condemned the killing on his X page. That he said that continued brutality and bloodshed in our nation must be met with swift and decisive action, not empty words and hollow promises. So that any killing or bloodshed must be met with swift action. Or any government official or the government, let me just say the federal government should take a swift action concerning any bloodshed that occurs in the nation, not just empty words and hollow promises saying that don't worry, we will do this, we will do that, we will do that. Because Peter Obi is mourning the dead soldiers and he demands for true investigation to fish out the perpetrators, the perpetrators of the heinous crime. Peter Obi said that in his X page, he said that I am appalled and saddened by the attack on our brave soldiers in Abia State yesterday, resulting in the death of 5 soldiers. He is saddened by that act alone, and this drastic act remains condemnable as the stark reminder of the escalating insecurity and violence that has continued to plunge the nation under our collective watch. Our collective watch. So that this act remains condemnable. It's a stark, and this is a reminder reminder of the escalating insecurity and violence, the insecurity problem that is still ongoing in the country. It is still ongoing in the country. Say Peter Obi says that my heart goes in out of solidarity and sincere condolence to my dear brother Alex Otuti, governor of Abia State, the governor of Abia State, and the good people of the state, and the good people of the state. More directly, he said, "My condolence to the families of the fallen heroes, the family who lost maybe their husband during today's mass gunmen attack that happened on Thursday, because they paid the ultimate price. They paid their life just to serve our country." Peter Obi said that. He says that sacrifice will never ever be forgotten, and we owe it to them to demand accountability and justice. He says that sacrifice will never be forgotten. He also said that our failure as a nation to protect our citizens and said our failure as a nation to protect our citizens and security personnel is a clear dereliction of the duty and sign of deficiency of the Nigerian state. He then says that the continued brutality and bloodshed in the nation must be met with swift action. The government must take any brutality and bloodshed in the nation with swift action. They must not look a blind eye on it. They must not take it very like a lesson. They must take it so seriously. A swift and decisive action, not empty words and hollow promises. And hollow promises, because Peter Obi keeps condemning this atrocity in a strong term, and he demands an intimate and true investigation concerning this crime in order to identify and punish the culprits who are behind all this. What do you guys think concerning that? Let me see your own comment in the comment section, and don't forget to leave a like on that video, on this video. Then tap that subscribe button. Yes, the red one, the subscribe button, so that, and also the notification bell, so that anytime I have any new video like this, you'll be the first to get notified about it.